we go with? Come on. Here we go. All right, so here we go with the agenda, for the, January 18, 2024 meeting of the, Housing Authority Management Members. And I think that should be LLC, but it's what it is. Call the meeting to order. It is 11:19 on January 18th. We have roll call item. First action item here is approval of the agenda for the January 18th annual meeting of the Housing Authority Managing Member LLC. We have a motion to approve the agenda. Are there any additions or to the agenda? Hearing none. Is there a motion to approve?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. The agenda is approved. On to the regular business. Annual meeting of the Housing Authority Managing Member.
And we don't really have a report since we haven't really been used in that capacity yet. this
Well,
year.
I think our report would be that it is organized and
It's organized,
up and running.
you're all members.
Yeah.
And we just found out, I think, from Attorney Dabrowski that we don't need to have this election, right?
You know,
It's carried over.
Am I crazy or did we hear conflicting things? That he said that we looked at that as one of the necessities of having the meeting, and then he said it wasn't really required.
yeah, I would just do it anyway. Just to vote.
It's the vice president of Green Bay Housing Authority.
Yes.
And so I'm going to do election officers for him.
Another slate. Sounds good. Could I entertain another slate of officers?
What I was thinking would be that we would vote to approve as the officers of HAM, the officers elected for GBHA properties, so that they're consistent.
Yeah.
Unless we have any change
The
in.
motion would be to carry the officers from the
Yeah.
properties for.
That works?
I'll make that.
I'll second.
All right, we have a motion and a second. Any further questions or discussions?
So the board is the board for all three, am I counting correctly, entities?
Properties one and HAM will be the same officers. The board's the same for all three, but the officers are a little different. Properties and HAM,
Okay,
same elected officers.
okay.
Any further questions? Otherwise, all in favor of, the slate being the slate, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. All right, so we've, got that taken care of. Anything for informational?
So I guess since Ted came in later, if we had any questions for the developer for Mason Manor types of things, we could open the floor and ask him at this time. if
Does
there's
anybody have any questions?
I'm gonna forward you over, just so you know, Ted, the property manager, some things that Sandy brought up at the meeting with regards to accessibility in units. Some questions we have, so we can work through those things, so I'll forward that over to you, but.
Great.
Otherwise, I did share the meet and greet that will be happening on the 31st, and you will be there with your team to answer questions as well. And the board's invited, and I'm gonna notice that publicly.
When Paul was here before, I asked about the organizational documents for the two entities.
Mhm.
Anybody else want a copy of them? Yeah, sure. Yeah.
As
No, I
vice-
love reading that stuff. Man, I can't wait to get a look at it.
It's like a lonely Christmas, so I don't know what better way.
I spent my Christmas reading bylaws. He's a machine. Sandy, do you want a copy of those?
I have them.
Yeah. All right. So we need 2 sets.
So, yeah, I mean, I'm.
Put them in a, yeah.
PDF.
So I would love to just, have them for my own sake, so, yeah,
Okay.
So you do want, 'em. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was talking, but again, on mute, sorry.
Just Right.
Yeah.
All right,
Good.
anything further before we move for adjournment? Is there a motion to adjourn? I'll make that motion. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Second, all right. We're moving right along here. All in favor of adjournment signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? We're adjourned.
Next
you all
meeting will
for your
be a
time.
year from now.
Yes. Thank you all for your.
All right,
time.
thanks, Sandy. Thanks, Ted.
Thank you.
Thank
Take care.
you.
Yep, bye-bye.
Bye, Ted. Bye, Ted.
Yeah.